Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Rima and I'm here with another guidance session. This is going to be a timeless general coffee cup reading for the collective with a little focus for each zodiac sign in the end to see what kind of specific messages we need to receive, we need to hear, and we need to be aware of. I want to thank you all for supporting my channel. Those of you who have been with me for a while, thank you so much. Or if you're new, welcome. I hope you like the kind of work that I do. And if that's the case, please go ahead and subscribe. And please know that there are other videos in the playlist that you can watch. Some of them are organized based on zodiac signs, and some are timeless, like this one. And it means that whenever you're guided to watch them is when you needed to hear the messages. I also want to thank all of you who have reached out for a private reading. If you are interested, you can find my email in the About tab. With that, let's start the reading and see what do we need to know when we are watching, what kind of messages this reading is going to tell us. First, I start the reading for the collective, and then we'll go each sign and see what they need to know. A beautiful reading. I already love what I'm seeing. Well, someone is overwhelmed. Some of you are wearing many different hats, running everywhere. It has been crazy recently in your life, trying to do everything all together. Maybe some of you got more responsibilities at work or at home that I see you're trying to manage everything, and you might make mistakes, but sometimes it makes you, all these responsibilities makes you very angry. You are a person who's capable, but I see for some of you is sometimes a when you are dealing with a lot of people or with many responsibilities, you're perfectly fine, but at some point a small thing can trigger your anger, and then you might be like a beast and you might be very upset and you might just destroy everything, and your excuse or like your reason is that I'm busy, I'm overwhelmed. For some of you, just make sure that you know that this could damage your work ethics and everything that you've done in a very good way. It can just damage it. So I see that like you do everything, some of you do everything well, everything good, you're taking a lot of responsibility, you're managing everything, but all of a sudden something comes up and then you just get really frustrated. Maybe you yell, maybe you complain to your boss somehow, or maybe it's at your home. You're a mother who does everything, but when you get tired, you start um, nagging and you start saying something that you would regret, and you're like, why did I do it? Um, why did I say this? I did all this work with love, and then because I was tired, I just destroyed everything. Just be careful. I think the guidance for you, if that's the case for you and it resonates, is that ask for help and manage everything, balance everything so that you're not overwhelmed. As soon as you feel like things are getting a little bit out of control, you're so busy and you're getting to that level that you can't take it anymore, release the pressure, ask for help, raise your hand, and then slow down, because then you'll be much more appreciated and things might end up in your favor much more quickly and much more how can I say easily. So that's what you want. For others of you, I see that two people are pulling something. There's disagreement. There's some situation. It could be money. It could be like agreement, a project, a deal, a contract, that two different people are pulling it to different directions. Someone is not agreeing with the other person and they're just pulling it to different directions. Be careful. There is a limit of pulling it. It's going to break then. It can be your relation. It could be whatever you're stretching. So now things are stretching, but at some point it's going to be thin and then it's going to break. As I mentioned, it can be your relationship with someone. It can be your own exhaustion limit. It could be someone's, I don't know, it can just resonate. Just see what resonates with you and your scenario. Again, I see that for others of you, I can also say another scenario could be that there was a third party, three people, one person already left, and left with them leaving, there's responsibility left for two other people who now they're overwhelmed, overworked, and they don't usually agree with each other. And this departure might have been difficult. Can be in a family, can be in a family setting, work, love, anything that you I mean, you can think it applies. But one person is very strategic, very political, and they're running the show from the background, but the other person gets really easily angry. And yeah, two different personalities are trying to work together, which is not going that great. At some point, it's going to break, as I told you. Also, I can say that if it's a work relationship which is toxic, I see that people are leaving, they're quitting one by one. Um, your car might need a visit to the mechanic shop. There might be something that you need to fix. It might take a while or a few days that you might not have your car. I see that you leave the key over there. Make sure that you don't leave any belongings in there, because I see you come and go back and forth. Um, but there might be a major problem or major fix up, or maybe you just want to sell your car and you want to fix it before you sell it, something like that. Something that you usually work with is going to be out of order for a while. It could be also the elevator in your place where you live, maybe it's out of order. So you need to take a second, I don't know, path or plan B. And it's not very like, well, the elevator is all working, not everyone's happy. No one wants to go up like 4, 5, 6 stays. Anyway, so this is a little bit of inconvenience, but it's going to be resolved. Then it needs to be fixed, and it's a major fixing. For some of you, maybe a piece of furniture is broken, a washing machine, dryer, laundry stuff, or even in the kitchen, something needs to be fixed. You need to talk to someone. You need to sit and look at the into their eyes and talk to them like you talk with a toddler, talk to the baby. This person needs to see your eyes, and they need to understand or ensure that all your attention is with them, because this person is always thinking that you're not giving them enough attention. It can also be your pet. Your pet might be starting doing crazy stuff around the house because they think you don't pay a lot of attention to them. um oh, beautiful tiara, some of you are getting recognition. Again, I see responsibility higher or more or greater than you can expect. um it's a very big hat that some people are trying to wear. Working multiple shifts, covering for multiple people, specifically if you're working in a hospital setting, it could be exhausting. Be careful about your health. Some of you, when you come home, you don't have time to eat, or you can't eat because you fall asleep. You can't spend time with your children or family. If you're a female working those hours, very long hours, your family might be a little bit in trouble. Your husband, your children, they're not happy with the situation. Even your pet is not happy with the situation. So maybe someone needed to hear that. Um, but things are coming into a like you are recognizing this. If this is something that applies to you, this person recognize this, and now they're saying like, okay, I need to fix it, I need to do something about it, this is not working. And that's why maybe you're listening to this video. I don't know. Let's see what we have in your plate here. Well, number one, I see a mermaid, very beautiful energy. Maybe some people are like the Pisces you're watching. Is going to be a very nice energy entering in your life, very magical. I see a beautiful dove. Peace is coming into your life. Some of you might take some time to go near the shore, beach, open waters, and you have a lot of fun. And maybe you're swimming or you're taking swimming lessons. Um, this relaxing the energy for you. You're taking a massage or you're taking sun bath. This is perfect. The message again is, again, if you have been dealing with a lot of responsibilities, it's time to chill out, to relax a little bit, and focus maybe on reading something. Definitely vacation for some of you, somewhere that you need to relax. Even if you are not going anywhere, you need to take some time and enjoy. Something is coming, news is coming, something from far, far away, an opportunity, a job offer, a person coming, a news. I don't know, an opportunity for trade or buying something is coming. There's an announcement being made that you'll be shocked, or I mean, in a happy way, you'll be shocked. Someone is taking a vacation or a solo trip before they get married or before there is a big change in their life. For some of you, there's a big change in your life after a trip, after a travel. Definitely, I see the wedding dress here. I see the couple, a bride and the groom, beautiful. And there might be, if you're like a party planner organizer, definitely you're going to have to be very busy. I see you have a lot of events I need to manage. Maybe that's why I saw that someone was very, very busy. Someone needs to think about their business. They need to expand it. They need to buy new tools. Maybe you have an online business, or you have something that now you need, like, okay, I have to expand it. I need more professional staff. I need more professional tools, equipment, a website, something like that. And you are thinking, because otherwise it's going to break. I mean, if you watch the beginning of the video when I explained it, it applies to here. I see Far East from China, maybe Korea, someone is watching. So someone is thinking about leaving, like, I don't know, moving somewhere, or making some big changes in their life. I also see I feel the energy that someone, maybe they live somewhere, and when they see the airplanes, they're like, oh, when can I fly? When can I take a trip? Like, when can I travel next time? Like, big travel. Maybe because they're busy, they can't, or they don't just afford it. There's a volcano. Things are gonna shake up for a lot of you. Your wishes are coming true. It's a weird timing in this universe. The portals are so open, and we don't know that what we wish can very easily come true. So be focused and ask the universe, want, wish, ask with focus, with intention, and imagine that you're having it, because it's very possible that sooner than you know, you can get what you wanted and it's going to be granted. Sometimes the universe is yelling at us, ask me, I'll give it to you. Someone is doing some beauty procedures or hair treatments, which is very, very nice. Again, I feel the energy of being a model, hand model, or something that you do at home, but the business is going to expand and you need to spend more time on that. Someone's buying a gemstone or a piece of gold. It could also be that the price of gold might go high. You might receive some chocolate from someone, or you maybe already have. Um, Someone might come to you very heavy with a lot of burden, and maybe they want to talk to you, specifically if you're a therapist or like a psychiatrist. I don't know, like if people come to talk to you for therapy, or for any other reason, they trust you. Someone might come that you didn't expect. I see them as a male energy, a little bit older than you. They might come to talk to you about something that you didn't. It could even be your father, and you didn't expect that. You didn't expect hearing these words from this person. But this is good. They come and talk, and you might hug in the end. Some bitterness might disappear, some guilt or shame, or something which was not actually real, and it didn't need to be there. This is going to be definitely removed from the relationship that you had. Maybe you didn't have a good relationship with your father, or someone else. It doesn't matter. And I see that things get clarity. You get clarity, they get clarity. You can hug, and things will be fine. So be open. Expect that, and accept that with them with open arms. You might receive a rose. For some of you, I see love. This month, love and romance is everywhere. Sickness is going to be gone. You kick out, you kick a sickness or a bad habit out of your life, and it's leaving. So something with a heaviness, with a bad habit, with a little bit of darkness is leaving your life. And I see that you decided, you wanted it, you acted upon it, and now it's going to be out of your life, which is actually very good for you. Again, I see it could be bitterness in your life, a bad habit, some sickness. Someone might be watching from Australia. I see a koala. things get cozy. You want to stay with people that give you joy, and with those people who you have or you had hardships with, you try to resolve it, or their energies asking you or is suggesting that you come into terms with everyone. If you can forget and forgive, go ahead. If not, just let go. Whatever you can do, or just kick them out of your life, worst case scenario. But you need to come into a new, brand new status in your life, because there are big changes coming for you. I can see here. There is a big, fast news coming. Maybe someone who speaks very fast or runs very fast. Maybe a manager who's like really go 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 comes into your life, or a patient like that, or a child, um, and they'll change your life. Someone might go to a like cinema, theater, or even circus. Um, Something you don't usually do, and it might be pleasant actually. Definitely travel to maybe Europe or a country like Greece, which has rich culture, like ancient, like museums and stuff. You might go visit, um, which is actually nice. You might, but I see that it's very hot, so it might happen in summer. Beautiful energies with female energies again. I see here you might go to a pool, which I see there are many female energies there, like maybe it's a female women's pool or women's spa. Maybe it's a different country and you have these locations that you don't usually go to, you don't have in your country. Take some rest. Some of you need to rest a little bit. Take some, if you have a child or if you are pregnant, you might want to stay some more time in bed. At least someone who might help you with nursing the child. Some of you might have a nanny who's going to help, and very, very positive. For some of you, I see you're thinking about how to manage, like, I don't know, life with a child, with a newborn, and also with a work that you have, all the other things that you need to do. For some of you, I see that someone might have a child very, very soon after they get married. So, and they're preparing for that little one coming in and entering your life. I see letter E. Um, Maybe I see someone has struggling with their child eating. Maybe they don't eat easily. They're very picky with food. It could also be a teenager. You need to come up with a, I don't know, smarter way to make them eat, because what you're doing, some of you, not everyone, what you're doing is not working, and it's just making everyone pissed off. And specifically, if you have a teenager, they are not going to listen to you. So you have to be creative and find another way to communicate whatever you want to communicate. Like if you're worried about their health because they're not eating well or whatever, if they're eating junk food all the time, you need to communicate better with them about your concerns, as I said. So someone is not taking your advice seriously. There's someone that you might talk to and they say every word to other people, they just transfer it. So if you want someone to keep your secrets, make sure you find someone that you trust. But if not, it's not a problem for you, well, that's fine. um, a lot of shopping, you might purchase many things, or there's major shoppings, major purchases that you do. I see your hands are full. Money is coming. Again, I definitely see help for you at home. So maybe you will have visitors. Maybe some of you have babies or some condition at home that your family, your loved ones come to help the family. There's a baby. Well, beautiful horse. That's a very, very nice horse. Again, I can tell you that luck is on your side. Um, and I can tell you that what you want, you have to ask the universe. I mean, the horse is there, they're waiting to give you a ride. Where do you want to go? Why don't you just go on? I mean, the horse will give you a free ride. It's there, it's yours. What do you want to do? Um, and this is beautiful. Again, the key, I see a key. I mean, there's a horse with a key, so you can just go anywhere you want. Your wish is going to be fulfilled. Someone who runs a marathon, I see them as a male energy, is going to be or is your soulmate. You might want to make a note of that. So if you're looking for your soulmate, he's a sporty person, sports. He's into sports or he runs. Again, I see boxes of moving. Maybe someone's thinking about moving, and there are moving boxes everywhere. If you have your mother or grandmother or with us, I see that you do something that they will be very, very happy. I see this beautiful smile on their face. Someone is watching from New York. I see the Statue of Liberty. Something with your stomach. Some people might need to eat more walnuts. So you're, I don't know, somehow you're making cookies with walnuts, or I see walnuts in your reading. Maybe you need to eat more. I mean, it's good for you. Those are very healthy nuts. So um, yeah, I see a lot of toys in here and there at home. If you have children, be careful that things are organized. Again, I see organization. I see boxes, moving boxes, or organizing things is actually very good for you, specifically in kids' room, because otherwise, if it's messy, you might step on a toy, or your child might step on a toy, and there might be a problem. Okay, let's now see for each zodiac sign what message we will receive. Start from Aries. What do we need to know? Well, I see that there is a big, big egg. Maybe you're decorating eggs for maybe Easter, but you're decorating because egg is the sign of wealth and prosperity, even offspring, being fertile, fertility. Someone is praying to get pregnant. Someone is definitely trying or praying to get pregnant. They will, because the beautiful big egg, which is decorated, colored, is telling me that they will get their wish fulfilled. So if that's your question, well, some investments are going to outperform your expectation, but wrap it, because the egg is wrapped. So you need to kind of hide it, not hide it, but don't share all the news with everyone. If you have difficulty getting pregnant, try to wait when you're secure and then share the news. Something is going to be given to you with care, something that you need to be taking care of it. And it's a new opportunity, it's a new opening for your life, something that you need to take care of it. Again, like a baby, like a responsibility. You might be a little bit shaky in the beginning, like you're like, can I do it? Am I gonna be okay with this responsibility? You might be scared, but I see that you will beautifully capable of taking this ride and being the driver, and you will be in the driver's seat. Maybe some of you are doctors and you're doing your face solo surgery, something like that. Some responsibility is handed to you, which brings a lot of light actually in your life. Beautiful, Aries. Go for it. Don't hesitate. Taurus, I see number 5. For some of you, you have a decision to make, or within 5 days or 5 months, a decision is made about you, or you will make it, and it's going to be delivered for you or to you. Some of you feel very lonely. You find yourself lonely. I see letter S. It's a secret that you don't want to share with someone, or you think people are hiding a secret from you. It's a tough situation. You can't tell them because you're unsure, or you just don't know how to handle the situation with a person. Give it 5 days and see how things will go. I have a feeling that they'll come to you and maybe talk about this to you. I see that you feel very lonely. Be careful about windy days. If you live somewhere which is very cold, it's very cold, be careful. There are windy days, and it can be really the weather, or it could be unexpected turbulence in your life. There might be a lot of money that you gain which you don't know what to do. You might not want to share with someone. There's a secret. Maybe you bought something, you have something, and you don't want to share. You didn't share, and you don't want to right now. But it's good for you to sit and think about how you want to manage, because this cannot go forever. Gemini, you might have a pet. I see a beautiful dog, black and white, or brownish and white. Some of you are buying sunglasses. There are things that you don't want to see, or you pretend that you're not seeing. But it's the reality in your life, Gemini. Some of you are thinking that if I don't act on it, it's going to go away. I'm sorry, it won't. It's going to stay there. And you ignoring the situation is not going to help you. Someone might need an eye surgery, but it's maybe cosmetic or something really minor. And you might need to cover your eyes for a little bit or put a shade, but everything will be fine. I see a little bit of stubborn energy around you, Gemini. Try to work with other people. If someone needs help, or if someone somehow, don't pretend you don't see them. Don't pretend you didn't see, you didn't notice, because that's what I can tell. And if someone is struggling around you and you know it, try to act. Don't refuse to, or even don't try to deny. Cancer. Wow, this is so nice. You might have babies, or two babies, or two children are in your I can see for you two children that they play together, and they're like, I don't know if you work in a setting that there are children, your kindergarten school, or maybe it's your own children. One is slightly younger, and they play with each other, and you're a very good mother if you're a mom. Maybe sometimes you come and check on the kids and you see that you're playing with each other. Very nice. You might find a good soulmate. You're a person who shares things. There's a person in your life that you really respect them, you feel comfortable with having them around, and you miss them. You wish they were closer to you. um, Somehow, I don't know, you're feeding animals that is not your animal. I don't know if you feed the birds in the park, which is not good for some reason they don't want. So you might get not caught, but someone might note and tell you. They might stop you and say, hey, please don't do that, or don't feed these animals. Um, and I don't know why, like, you don't take the trash out on time, because or you just I don't know, I think there's something you throw that is not well appreciated. Maybe you put the trash somewhere that someone might, I don't know, even you given, they may even give you a fine. um so be careful for your feelings as well. Make sure where you're getting angry or excited, where you are crying. I see a little bit of discomfort with your feelings, or with putting something on the table where which is not, or just don't talk to people about your problems. Make sure they want to hear before you do. Leo, you're very picky. There is a big pages that you want to do, and you're analyzing. I see you watching the news or the papers for best possible, or maybe on the internet you're surfing to find the best possible opportunity for this investment. You're doing well. I see that you have some extra money, some extra cash, or you will have. And even if it's very little, try to invest it, use the opportunity. um, I see that maybe there was a change in your life status. Now you make more money, you go to more luxurious places, you buy more luxurious stuff. I mean, it's fine. It's again your life. You are, of course, free to do whatever you want. But if you're on a budget and for a little while you have more cash, be careful, because I see that you're spending too much money on luxury stuff. Again, if that's something you can afford, that's great. Otherwise, you might need to think about a major repair, because I saw it in the beginning. That might apply for you. That might have been for you, Leo, because there might be a major repair coming up to your home or car that you want, might be short on cash because you had money but you spent all of it for the luxury stuff that you loved to have. Even it could be a very luxury trip. Virgo, there's a lot on your back, maybe a lot of responsibilities. You're carrying a heavy, heavy, heavy pile of, again, it can be responsibility, it can be guilt. You are really, really breaking your back with this. Try to unload unnecessary stuff. If you're traveling, I see that you're traveling with a lot of baggage, which is very, very hard for you to manage. And energetically, it's saying that you need to unload and let go. You need to sit and pick. You need to organize what stays, what goes. because you can just do this. For some of you, you might find something that you love, like you find a pair of shoes in a marketplace that you just love, like you always wanted to have a pair of shoes or a pair of booties or boots like this, and you could never find it. Now you found it somewhere in the world that you never thought, which you would love it. It's great. Um, Also, make sure if you're hiding something in a napkin, like a piece of jewelry or gold earrings, some people wrap it in the napkin, and don't lose it because you might throw out the napkin. Something very valuable is wrapped in something very unvaluable, and they might be put in trash by mistake. Just I leave it to you to resonate or to analyze. Well, Libra, you're taking a cable. I don't know, like you're going. I see you in a balloon with a cable. You're going up. Maybe you really go hot balloon riding or something like that. It's very, very nice. I see you flying. Maybe you're flying a kite, but not an airplane. Again, it's like a kite or a hot air balloon. Very nice. I see three people with you. Maybe you and three people are taking some time off, not necessarily time off, but you enjoy with them and you are collaborating on something which is going up strong, steady, but slow, like a hot balloon. It's actually very nice. You guys get along very well, Libra, and you're very good people around each other. So you're surrounded with these people. But I see that you have come a long way, all of you, and you have, I don't know if you had business together, you work together, you study together, but you kind of exactly know how you know one another, and you can understand what needs to be done to make every and each one happy. So very beautiful combination, a beautiful friendship, a beautiful collaboration is here, is coming for you, Libra. Everything is in balance and harmony. That's exactly what you want, Libra. You want everything to be in balance and in harmony, and that's what I see you, at least for a while. I see that there's no major concern. There's nothing that can make you feel uncomfortable after a long time. I see after a long time of being struggling, you're now finally relaxing in a hot balloon, enjoying, which is actually very nice. Again, both you and the people around you, they're enjoying, and this is a perfect timing for you to take advantage of this. Scorpio, there is a news that you might hear, and your heart will melt. Like, this is a beautiful, beautiful news. You get so happy. Love, relationship also can be in the picture, but in general there's something that it just, your heart is going to expand, like you're gonna feel the chill in your, like, I don't know, butterflies in your stomach. Definitely a love situation. Maybe someone is coming, or someone finally talks to you, presents to you, proposes to you, that makes you super, super happy. You're like, I'm the happiest person on the earth, and your heart is like just boom, boom, boom. Very nice, Scorpio. Get your feelings together. Maybe you are the person who has to confess, or has to talk to someone about their feelings. Maybe you need to talk to someone about your love to them. So go ahead and take this step. Um, Everything, the horizon is clear, everything is beautiful, you can do it. You will hear a yes answer, and your heart will melt. If you want to ask for something, or you have a request, you will hear a yes answer definitely, and your wish is granted. So what are you waiting for, Scorpio? I see very, very beautiful energy for you as well. You need to just get on and ask for it. Very beautiful heartship, I loved it. Sagittarius, um you're debating, don't overflow your well, I see love here for sure, but not as big as the one I saw for Scorpio. You might be in love, or someone is in love with you, but there's conditions. It's not unconditional love for you, Sagittarius. You have a lot of expectations, or they have expectations. They might have asked you for something, or there is something that is not that soulmate kind of thing. You need to be somehow how they want, or it could be vice versa. that person who you love or you want to be with, they have to be exactly the way you want and the way you approve or the way your family approve. And this makes it a little bit hard because your person, or maybe there's no person in general, that's why you don't have you ended up not having anyone right now. For some of you, not everyone, that's because you expect them to be exactly who you want, and most of the time it's not going to be happen. It won't happen, or it's not going to be sustainable. Even if you start a relationship, after a while that person is like, I'm tired, I can't be another person, I'm this person, and Sagittarius, I can't be the person you want. So and it can be vice versa. Maybe this is what you think. But again, go steady, go slow, do like make small changes in your expectations, specifically from love. I mean, in the aspect of love and relationship. But I see that things are changing, or you are starting to understand that you need to change the way you expected a relationship. But it's going to fly, it's going to go up. Capricorn, there's already something here. There's a good news coming. I see a robot. Maybe you have been walking like a robot, or you have been trying to control things. Um, well, there is a little bit of, I see a little mouse around you. They might too. If you have a big job, if you are a boss, manager, there's someone who's trying to understand what you're doing or tell other people, other organizations, other competitors about how you run the show, how you run the business. So consider that if there are things that you need to keep it secret, make sure you do it. Specifically, if you have a secretary or something like that, you work with specific information, make sure they're secure. People are trying to uh, have you as a role model, but they don't appreciate, like they don't come to you and say, hey, Capricorn, you're my role model, I really like the way you do this and that. But they also they try to find things without telling you. They try to shadow you, they admire you, but they don't say it. So I think it's I made my point. Don't work too hard. Even if people are not honest, you will find out, and they know that you're very strong and they can't hide anything. So people are very scared about your power. You're very powerful, specifically if you are as I said, a manager, a boss, even at an attorney, like, or you have authority where you work, or even at home with your family. They always respect you. They know that you're a valuable person, but because of you sometimes being like a robot, they don't feel comfortable to be open and tell you. Aquarius, you're already busy. You're signing something very beautiful and strong. You are either I mean, I see you're doing it with your left hand. If you're left hand, it could be right hand as well, but I see it as left-handed. Aquarius is signing something very strong. It could be for a departure, for because the other party is upset. Maybe it's your divorce papers. Um, but it's a very strong, something that you have worked for it for a long time, you have fought for it for a long time, you finally sign it. Maybe it's a place, or it's a investment you wanted to do, a loan you wanted. It's a big thing in your life. There is a beautiful a sign in the sky. You are getting what you want, and you are closing your eyes once forever. You are thinking about yourself. You're putting yourself face, Aquarius, instead of putting others face. You always sacrifice for the public, for everyone, but this time you're like, no, I just want it for myself. You might buy something for yourself, you might sign a contract, something that, I don't know, maybe even something very luxury, but you well deserve it. Very beautiful. Pisces, what do you need to know? Wow, there are three things. I see three chickens, so very nice. And I see a rabbit. Well, the year of rabbit is going to be very fulfilling for you, Pisces. You're going to have extra help from the universe. Whatever you want in this year is provided to you. You will never be short on money, on health, on nothing. You will be always covered. There are two chickens always around you that they will lay eggs for you. You will be resourceful. You are resourceful. Don't worry about, you know, a difficult condition. Specifically, if you're thinking, I don't know, you're struggling with your finances, or even people around you, there's always support. This is the way I can tell you. You're doing your due diligence, you're doing your work, you're living your life. As a Pisces, you are giving everyone the extra hand you can provide, and the universe is giving you two in return. Very beautiful. Take it easy this year of rabbits, if that's when you're watching. Take it easy and ensure that there's help coming for you. And as I said in the beginning of the reading, we can watch that. If you're overwhelmed, if you're covering for many people, or if you're wearing too many hats, ask for help, and help will be provided, and everything will be smoother, and everyone will be happier. Well, that was the reading for today. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your attention, and until the next time, stay blessed.